Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Apologies. Happy New Year, first of all, for everyone. I wish you all good health, prosperity, happiness, and comfort in life. Always be positive. And my apologies, I haven't posted for a while because I was knocked out with a bad chest cold, which is very, very rare. Um, But I'm feeling way better now, and we're back at full force. So here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to do the all dreaded city edit. Means I'm going to change my city. And what I'm going to do is over multiple videos, not to bore you and keep you tied up. And believe me, this is not fun, but it is rewarding once you accomplish the results. You're going to see multiple things, like what I take into consideration when I am doing my city, how I plan to redecorate, and how I look at the future, event-wise and stuff. If I'm going to move the camera down right now, you'll notice I have a huge issue, population and happiness. I give up on happiness. I use the tavern happiness when I need it, and I do multiple fights, etc., for points. Population is another issue, but I'll solve that over the next few months with new buildings that I have in storage that will add some pop. I mean, I got pyramids being brewed by these two beautiful buildings. I got the Santa Spectacular Showtime, and I have the magical winter snow globe. So now let's get to the beginning. We're gonna do the city edit, and the first thing I'm gonna do, guys, is open up Forge of Empires Helper. It is a completely accepted add-on to the desktop browsers. So we're going to click here and look at the town overview, and I'm going to look at one thing and only one thing that's essential, okay? If you notice, I have a lot of buildings that don't need roads. I mean, huge amount. All over here, they don't need roads. Here, they don't need roads. Here, nothing needs roads. So I'm really in a kind of a pickle now that I need to solve. The other thing to look at is when you do the city edit, I have 0 squares. And that's a recipe for disaster. I would like to have 30 to 40 free squares, but I can settle for less because as you're doing the city edit, you can save it, go back to your city that will remain the same, okay? And you can store buildings to open up any spots in case you get into a pickle, okay? So what I'm going to do, the first priority is to make some room. Now, I could have waited till tomorrow because my 2 tourney grounds are expiring an hour into GBG, but I still need them to get that first hour in case I have to reach like 140, 150 attrition. I need them. After that, I get rid of them. I have others in storage. So the tourney grounds, if you're not aware, are a reward from GBG, and they help. I mean, if you look what they add, not only to GBG, you know, you're getting 120 attack, 197 defense per building, and that really helps push up attrition. Again, I'm not going to remove those. Normally, I would store them, but you can't store them to do the edit. What do I have I can store? Very simple. It's a grenadier. I'm going to sell it. So we're going to sell that. Eureka. Now, if you notice, I basically gave myself some breathing room to build without being terrified of making a mistake and running out of space. Now, when you're going to do the build, you need to take into consideration your streets. The less streets you have, the more production you can get with other stuff. So, I look at my city, I look over here. All this here is road-free buildings. That's a big chunk of real estate. All this here, the whites, these blues, this, all these little tokens, all these greens, they don't need a street. So, in designing the city now, I have to make a plan where I'm going to put all the non-street buildings I intend to keep for the long term, and some I intend to delete, like the ritual flame level ones will eventually be going, so I need to put them closer together because I have them all over the place. So that's the first step. So how does this work? Now, the streets, you have two choices. I would never cross streets. It's inefficient. So if, let's say I had a street going here, like this, okay? That means this building would have two streets. This building would have two streets. That doesn't need, okay? So I can either go up and I can go this way, or I can do my streets up and down. And what I'm going to choose for this build is to go up and down. Okay, so let's close this. The next thing I need to do is I need to take into consideration my next expansions. There are 14 expansions, 12 premium, 2 regular in Space Age Titan when I jump. I need to look here carefully. I have no, you can see, let me just get rid of the build menu. Okay, you notice now it's dark, now it's blank, right? If I go to build, it shows me I got 2 expansions here. I've got some nice juicy expansions here. If I add it all together, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 expansions over here. And if I go here, it means I can make my city into a square. If I use this one, that one, and that one, I can fix this to be a beautiful square. And if I go up, I can also make this into something good, because I plan to put my streets here, or do I go here with my streets? And the reason is that I have buildings that require streets, so what I need to do is move all this stuff over here and move all the stuff with streets over there to maximize my streets. So here's how the city edit works. Okay, we go here, and what we're going to do is store building temporarily. Oh, there we go. My apologies. I think place everything in temporary storage. Yes. There we go. The only thing that doesn't go in storage is my town hall. So there's my city. Now, have I damaged my city? Let me show you. So we're going to move the town hall, just for the fun of it, right there. Okay? I go back to city. I play the game for 10 days. Okay? I come back. Town hall stays where it is, okay? So let's do some builds just for the fun of it. First thing I want to do is move my town hall away. I have to determine where the town hall is going, and most likely I'm going to put it right in the top corner here, because I need to go this way and down with streets, okay? So let's begin by looking at some of my 3x3s, okay? The Sweet Gingerbread, the Santas, they don't require streets. Tower of Champions does not require. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build some 4x4s. Okay, let's expand this. I want to put the biggest, tallest buildings on the outside so I can look at my Ritual Flames, PYR Marauders, all the little decoration, military stuff in case I need to remove in the near future, okay? So, Forgotten Temple doesn't even need a street. It's wonderful, you see? Tourney Grounds doesn't need a street. Now, it's 3 wide, so I'm not going to put it there. I want to put all the 4x4s there. So what else do I have that's a 4x4s? Let's rock and roll. I have 13 Majestic Wonderlands are 4x4, no street required. Let's do this. 1. And again, the beauty of this is it is error proof if you plan it right. Fill your squares up like you see I am over here. I'm not leaving anything behind because then it could cause big problems where you run out of space, okay? So I'm going to continue building down. Again, don't worry about space. I mean, you can put ritual flames, you can put stuff all over the place, okay? But the first priority for me is to put the taller buildings outside and the smaller buildings inside so I can see them when I need to, okay, guys? And as you noticed, it went extremely beautifully there. Extremely well done. So we'll continue here. Is not an issue. Gingerbread is a 3x3. Tourney Grounds is a 3x4. I need to find something that's 4x4. Let's see if I have anything that's road proof. You see this? It doesn't need a road, right? And it's a 2x3. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them over here. The magical snow globes are not negotiable unless Sino comes up with something way stronger. This is definitely staying in my city. So because it's going to stay, I can put it there and not have to worry about finding to delete. Okay, notice again, I'm trying to work in lines. When you work in lines, your city looks better once done, and you are so much better organized that it does make a difference. When you log on, nice. You enjoy looking at your city. When you're editing your city or deleting and adding buildings, you're doing the magic you need to do. All right? Sorry, I had company. I had to send her away. So notice carefully here, very gently. So what's happening now is I'm going to get into a little bit of a pickle. See there? Okay, it's the best I can do, guys, for the moment. I have 8 left. It's no problem. Let's see if I have a 2x2 that doesn't need a street. Maybe 2 items. Monster Wares is a 3x3. Elfies, never mind. Okay, I've got 1 Sparkton, 7. A Shroom Throne is a 1x1. This is a 2x2, requires a road. What does the ooh, nice, eh? No wonder Granny's apple does that. Okay, so let's try to get these unique items. Oh, sorry, it needs a street. So, oops. The Shroom Throne needs a street. That's a nasty 1x1, okay? Notice, you can repair mistakes very easily. It's never a problem. Trying to find something. I have 8 squares there, guys. 8 squares. I have 3 Paradise Rose, a Golden Gyro, Cider Garden, doesn't need a road. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put 1, 2, and notice by putting my cider gardens, they're lower than the snow globes. I can still see my snow globes and not hide my cider gardens. Will I get it perfect once this is done? Hell no, not even close. Okay, so the next step. What I'm going to do is we're going to go back and finish my globes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That leaves me space for somehow to add anything that's a 2x3 that doesn't require street. But then again, I have the top as well here to take into serious consideration. So what am I going to do? Am I in a pickle? No, I got all kinds of stuff to build. I'm adding up to see. I have 18 PRY Marauders, a Skull Cave, that's a 2x2. So let's see what I can do with that. A 2x2 is a Skull Cave, doesn't require anything. So if I put the Skull Cave here, I'm staying in line. So now I have 2x2, 2x2. Let's see what else I can add there. I need a road, that won't work. Shroom Throne is too small. I need a road, I need a road. The reason I have two different era PRY Marauders is because I'm building current and one era before artillery. This is a 2x2, it needs a road. So I'm kind of like messed up. Yeah, I am like sort of in a pickle now what I'm going to do. But we're going to fill the space. It's not an issue. Okay, so right now I'm basically at the point where I need to take into consideration that I may need to build some junky stuff. Let's go to decorations, serpent spikes. It appears that I'm ready to put down a bunch of junk. Wow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. No, the first thing I want to do is fill this up with something similar. Let's go, we'll start with some ritual flames, but before I put the flames down, let me make an adjustment. It's a minor adjustment, guys, but I like to be a bit neat. Okay, so I have 8 spots to fill. So we're going to get rid of... by the way, I used to have like 400 ritual flames, but as the game evolved, goodbye. Now I'm down to 162. Okay, so I've put 4 ritual flames here. Now, the reason is, as you can see in my build, smaller stuff, the bigger stuff, easier to catch and to remove. Notice when I need to remove the ritual flames, when I get some cappies, boom, boom, shot, gone. Not cappies, but snow globes ready to put down, okay? I'll be able to maneuver. So, for now, let's call it that. I go back to my city, and let me log off. Just, I can log off, and then I can log on again, and guess what? I can play. I'll give you an example, okay? Watch this. Here. See? Even though I'm only part through my edit, I can... Okay, here we go. This is what I'm wondering. I contacted support, but they weren't able to give me the proper answer yet. You notice, even though I have minus 50 happiness, which is misery, it appears to be I'm getting my 216,000 victory points. So it's... Oh. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, so the misery indicator is destroying my points. Half of what I should get. I didn't get my 216. So you see, I need to buy some happiness. So be careful, guys. If you have a miserable city, you're going to lose half your fight points. And that's a no-no. So, okay. So you notice, I just did a fight. Only did the fight to show you something. You don't have to worry. You can log off. You can play. You could remove buildings too, or store buildings, and your city edit will not change. And here's the proof. Let's go to build, city edit. There you go. Okay, there is absolutely nothing to fear, guys, when you're doing this. So now what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to stop here so I don't bore you with all the ritual flames, but all over here, I'm putting the road-free buildings. I may keep this spot for my Traz, because Traz is huge, but everything here is going to fill with roadless buildings. So for now, guys, peace, Happy New Year, and after I do the flames, I'll do the second video on road building and putting down the GBs properly and how to size it. So what have I done here, guys, is 3 things. I took into account my future expansions and where I'm going to put the newer roads if I need them. And I decided to go over here because this is where I have expansions. I looked where my expansions are dead. Over here, you cannot expand. So I've put the roadless, wonderful buildings. Very simple. What else do? You go by size, too wide, too wide. And the reason is I'm going too wide because my streets are going to go this way. All my streets, except for the principal road that's going to go like this to join all those streets, all my streets are going up and down. So in that case, I'm not looking at how this building is, how long this building is. I'm looking how wide it is because I'm trying to keep everything in the same line going this way, not this way. You see, I put 3 of these down and they're shorter than that so I can see my small buildings, because we always miss a Spartan or a redundant field or this. It's very easy to lose these things, especially with the PYR Marauders. Let me just show you what I'm talking about, okay? When it comes to 1x1s, guys, okay? Here, this can be easily lost in the mix. Then the Golden Euro is a 2x2. This can be lost, the Shroom Throne. There's a lot of stuff you can lose. This will disappear in your city. This will disappear in your city. You need to be able to put it where you can see it. Okay, so it's best to try to keep, like the Paradise Rose, the Himalayan Firs, yeah, it's a 2x2, but trust me, you'll lose it in your city, especially if you put it between bigger buildings. Try to avoid that. Okay, so it's going to be a very easy rebuild. Hidden goods. Looks nice, disappears. So sometimes you might want to delete it, and good luck finding 4 to delete to put something better down. If you don't put them all together, you're going to have a pickle on your hands. So for now, I'm going to keep the video to 25 minutes. And I'm going to do some flames. I'm going to do the roadless stuff and come back tomorrow with another video. Thank you for watching. Take good care. Cheers.